Welcome to the new series, Road to Win.
I'll put everything into it. I'll enjoy it and win.
In this series, you will my progress and the journey to the first victory in bodybuilding competition. It is currently February 2022, and the exact date of the competition where I want to go to is not sheltered yet, but I would want it to be spring of 2023. Until then, I will want to gain as much muscle mass and possible to become a very definitely opponents for others in this series. I will show you almost everything that I do in every single section, getting the best rules. So let's go. Measurements. In the measurement section we will talk my weight, bulk and body fat. My weight is currently 73.0 kilograms and it is slightly rising up. We will talk about the percentage of fat. I measure it by caliper and the measurements and there. Breast 6 millimeters, belly 9 millimeters, lateral abdomen 6 millimeters, teeth 6 millimeters and butt 7 millimeters. I measure my bulk by meter. I currently my biceps are 37 and 36 centimeters, waist peri 77 centimeters, legs 60 centimeters and wings 108 centimeters. In future episode I will compare my kilograms, millimeters of fat. In future episode I will compare my kilograms, millimeters and body fat and also bulk with these ones, and according to that I can adapt my diet, which I will show you now. My meals. In the diet section I will analyze my current calories, specific nutrients and diets. I currently eat 3,470 calories, which contain 160 grams of protein, 525 grams of carbs and 75 grams of fat. On a normal day, my diet looks something like this. For breakfast, I have 2 to 3 eggs for home reader, chicken with oatmeal or 90 grams, or rice porridge with protein at 10 m. I usually eat berries and some carbs. The pre-workout meal is mostly rice porridge, rice pasta and sweet potatoes, and for each of this I have 10 grams of motion chocolate and then an apple. After training it's time for my favorite meal of the day. It's protein with rice or corn porridge. There I eat the complex meal where are also fats and is usually 108 grams of rice with 8 chicken of tuna. If I don't eat rice with meal, I replace it with pasta with eggs. After every big training meal, I take 50 grams of pineapple for better digestion. Before evening, I replacing fats of the form of cashews nuts, pistachios of other nuts, and as the last meal of the day before that I usually have dehydrated cottage cheese or white yogurt. This is a simple description of my diet in which I shouted with I eat during all day. All this is they have explanations which I will explain to you in future episode. I also want to note that everyone touching it my hair, look at it, I like eat this something. I always challenge the food content and my next meals is I eat during one day. So now let's go to supplements. Supplements. My supplementations look something like this. In the morning I take Joint Nutrient, vitamin C and spirulina. Before training I take citrulline, creatine, beta-alanine, a bit of EAA. During training I take an ions drink, some EAA, and after training again EAA. I have a vitality complex for lunch and I take D3, omega 3 and MCT oil with nuts or eggs. I take zinc and magnesium 30 minutes before sleep. In future episode we will talk about exact meaning of the mentioned vitamins and minerals. If I have a recommendation for you, I would be the vitality complex, vitamin C, omega 3, zinc and magnesium. And now let's move on to training. In the training section we will discuss about my training plan and we will always go turn off my specific trainings. So my training plan works on the principle of pull-push legs and more specifically in consists of 8 days. Why? Because I have 2 different trainings for each body part and there is also opposing trainings there. We'll almost every exercise I go for series with the fact I increase the weight of each series but reduce and repetitions. Today I will show you my pull training looks like. First I start with the warm-up that I never underestimate. I recommend it to everyone and I move on the first exercise with it the pulley from the top to build wide wings. Then I go to deadlifts and this is exercise and with it find of whether I have an increase in stretching by watching in the weight loaded on the barrel increases. It is a complex exercise. Then I switch to the biceps, which I work out with one arm I sitting position so that I don't cheating during lifting. Then I go to the pull-ups but with one hand so that I can target the muscles better and so that one side is not or exercise more that the other because and hard already happened to me. So now careful with it to make the top in the body looks nice. It's so good to have big trapezius that I started exercise regularly recently. I'm exercising them superset with the biceps laying down because the biceps will be more started and it will have a greater stimulus to grow. I go a total of 4 sets and change it like this, 2 to trapezius and 2 to biceps and so on. In the end I try the back shoulders which are also involved in other back exercise and that's why I have them as the last exercise. And after training the crucial good regeneration is needed. Regeneration. I dare to say that regeneration is so important, the serious way of working out that white out regularly it's so not possible to improve in later stages. About my regeneration, I have every single sleep regularly and long like 8 hours. In order for the body to relax, I also use an infrared sound for 45 minutes every second and third day. And on the other hand, I alternate stretching, roller, and ice bathing every morning after breakfast. Each of these activities lasts like 20 minutes. Besides that, I have active days that I don't know how translate easily, but to go for walks of 30 to 40 minutes. It is possible that I will include physiotherapy in the future, for example, message and banking. You will find out in the next part whether I have included and new we get the end, and that's Q&A. Q&A, questions for people. I will always answer the questions you put in the comments, so if you are interested in anything, just put it there. The first question is, what was and is your motivation? From the beginning it was done purely out of passion and fun. That when I practiced for a long time, I also heard about competition and went something and take it really seriously. That's why I studied about it and knew it's pushing me forward to become the best and prove the certain people that I can do it. The second question is, what's your favorite pose? One of my favorite is side triceps because my opinion I look very well in the position. Just look at, make your own opinion. And besides that, I like every other pose. Have you ever tried street workout? I have never tried street workout because I do is not much my goals. What are your maximum performance? I don't practice maximum performance because I has no meaning for me. I'm not powerlifter. I focus more the volume of work, and I haven't had strong joint sides. I was a child, so every time I tired to the maximum performance, I have joints problems. And the last question is, what do you like to train and what do you have to train? I every training session of every single part of my body. I train because I enjoy it, not because do like what it do. If something in my training didn't side me, I will challenge it. I look forward to every single training. That will be all for today's questions. If you watched the video here, thank you very much for your attention. I will be very happy if you leave a like here and possible comment. See you in the next part of the road to win. So have fun and enjoy yourself now.